Hi, congratulations on your new RV. We're really excited for you. Please make sure before you're signing that you bring the following items with you. If you're a cash buyer, please make sure that you bring a cashier's check, no personal checks at time of signing, or you may bring actual cash. If you're a finance customer, please make sure that you bring proof of insurance listing your specific lien holder. If you need that information, please call us ahead of time. Also, make sure that you bring all valid driver's license of all persons that will be listed on the title. If you have a trade that you're trading in with us, please make sure that you bring your 10-day payoff as well as your title and all persons who will be listed on the title of that trade. Arrive 30 minutes early before your appointment time so we can properly inspect your unit, and also make sure that you have the fridge on and running prior to arrival. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 810-686-0710. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Hello, this is Mike at TradeWinds RV Center, here to congratulate you on the purchase of your Jayco Jayflight SLX 195 RB. I'm here to show you around the unit, show you how to use a few things, get the best out of your camping experience. Let's talk first about arriving at the campsite. A couple things I want you to take into consideration. Mainly where your power and water hookups are. Your power is going to be above your rear tire, or above your tires on your trailer, on your off camp or your driver's side. And your city water connect's going to be toward the rear of the unit on your off camp side or your driver's side of your tow vehicle. So park accordingly so that you can utilize the facilities at the campsite. No slides to worry about. When you arrive at the campsite, our hitch man is going to tell you to unhook your hitch. First thing you're going to do is level your unit. You do it on your power tongue jack, have a docking light. Retract for down, extend for the front up. Pretty easy to tell how these are level, but I do recommend getting a sticky level, maybe off on your off camp side so it's not so noticeable, and put your level on the side of the unit. Once you got your unit level, next thing you're going to do is stabilize the unit. So at the rear of your unit, you have some stabilizing jacks. 3/4 inch socket on this driver here. We hook it up and run it down. Now you can use an impact driver or a socket drill gun and run these down in a matter of seconds. What I do recommend are jack pads. You can pick up a couple of those from our store. They're going to protect the feet of your stabilizing jacks from dirt, debris, hot tire, blacktop in the summer. It'll keep your unit from sinking, and it's going to better distribute the weight. So once you've ran these down, just taunt. You only want to run them down until they hold the unit level. You don't want to level the unit with it. These are stabilizing jacks, not leveling jacks. So after you run them down, got our unit level, stable. Next thing we're going to do is hook up our power and electricity. On your off-camp side is your 30 amp service. Should you need to plug into a 110, there's a 30 to 110 adapter that comes in your convenience pack. Plug your power in, got a pretty long cord there. Once your power's hooked up, we're going to hook our water up. If you're at a campsite with City Water Connect, first thing you're going to do is hook up your water pressure regulator. Water pressure regulator is going to reduce the water pressure to 40 to 50 psi, protecting the lines in your unit. Hook that up, hook your hose up, but don't turn on the water yet. Just to the left of your City Water Connect is your hot water heater. What we're going to do at this point is make sure that your drain plug is back in. You may have taken it out the last time you were camping. It's an 1/8" socket. So put that in. Once that drain plug's in, you can go ahead and turn on your hot water heater. Or excuse me, turn on your hose. Once your hose has been running for a while, City Water Connect, you're going to pull on this pressure release valve. Just until hot water comes out like it just did. That means that your hot water heater is full. And you can go ahead and turn on your hot water heater from inside. Now, if you're using potable water, if you're dry docking, come to the front of your off camp side and fill up your potable water tank. Non-pressurized, so again, fill it up, go down and burp the air out of your hot water lines till hot water is flowing out, and then you can turn on your hot water from inside. However, when using potable water is when you're going to want to turn on your water pump. Don't turn on your water pump when using city water. It's unnecessary. It's already pressurized. So now we've got our water and electricity hooked up. I'm going to walk around the unit and show you a few other things. Here's your low point drain, which will drain when leaving the campsite. This is access to the back of your fridge and your air conditioner. This is a vent for your microwave, your cable satellite hookup. This is a heat release for your furnace. If your furnace is running, steer clear of that, it'll get rather warm. Your hot water heater, your city water connect, and your other low point drains to drain when you're leaving, and your black and gray holding tanks. On the rear of the unit, you have a spare tire with a cover. On your campsite, not much to talk about over here other than you have a 110 out here. The big power awning, which I'll run out shortly. There's your hitch. And your pass-through storage, big storage area in here. Same flooring as inside the unit, very nice. Battery post, check them terminals now and then, make sure they're still hooked up. Here's your propane, lefty-loosey for on, and again your power tongue jack. Should you lose power underneath this rubber stopper, you can use this hand crank. About it on the outside of the unit. Let's go take a look on the inside. Coming inside your unit. First thing I want you to notice, inside your entry door on the bottom left is going to be your fire extinguisher. Make sure that everyone that's camping with you knows where the fire extinguisher is in case of emergency. Up here is where your awning goes in and out, and your indoor and outdoor lighting. We'll run your awning out real quick just to show you how far to run it out. You're only going to want to run this out until flat falls down to 90 degrees, then you know you're out far enough. Your outdoor speakers are actually in the end of your awning there, so your music is pointing down for you toward your campsite and not toward everyone else. So just run that out until you see that white flat fall down. Once you see your pole down to 90 degrees, you know you've went out far enough. We're on the rest of the inside of your unit. You have individual LED lighting you can turn on and off with the flick of the finger. Your sound system. Dual zone, Bluetooth, AM, FM auxiliary. Come back by your bedroom. This on the wall is a template. Should you ever decide to get this wired for solar, that's a template for the techs to be able to cut out and install the solar panel part there. 110's next to the bed. And storage under your bed is accessible from the outdoors. Come down here to your Dometic fridge. Here's where you turn it on. Press it in. Right now it's on gas because it's out. Push that in for auto. Auto means when you're plugged in, it's running on electricity. As soon as you unplug, it goes to gas. That'll keep your fridge going while you're going down the road. Or if you're dry docking and use it on gas, just simply lift this up. Around the bottom here is your furnace release, and below that is your access panel to your fuse box and breaker box. 15s, 30, and a 40 in there. I highly recommend you grab a handful of those, take with you camping. On your stove here, you'll crank this up and hand light it yourself. Above that, a light and fan for your microwave, or for your stove, and a self-explanatory microwave. You do have a hand crank open vent here, and your smoke alarm. Do want to mention here on the bottom, your dinette seating is your 12 volt carbon monoxide detector. The reason I mention this 12 volt is because it's always running off your battery. So if you're not plugged in, have anything charging your battery, you want to disconnect your battery post so that this doesn't run your battery down. On the wall is your thermostat. Left to turn on, set it at desired temperature. You can hear it running. Coming into the bathroom here, the only thing I want to mention in your shower and tub area is plumbing to maintain. Keep an eye on the plumbing behind your toilet, as well as plumbing under your sink. Maintain it like you would at home. Coming up here above your sink to the right here, this is where you turn on your water pump if you're using potable water. Here's where you turn on your water heater if hooked up to gas, and here's where you turn it on if you're hooked up to electricity. Here's where you check your levels, your battery, and all of your tanks that they're dumping. 12 volt power should you want to put a TV in here. And your 110 with your GFCI protection. Above that is your AC unit. Simply turn it on. Set it at the desired temperature. That about covers everything on the inside. Let's act like we're leaving the campsite and head on outside. So as you're leaving, lift up this handle, lock and deadbolt your door. You don't want the horror story of your door coming open while you're traveling down the road. You're going to go ahead and bring up your leveling jacks. Come around to your off-camp side. You're going to bleed the water out of your lines and then pull your drain plug. You're also going to pull and open up both of these low point drains. That's going to drain all the water out of your unit. And if you are using potable water, there's a low point drain for that. So dump all that water out and head on up to your dump station. That's the dump station. You're going to take the sewage hose that comes with your convenience pack and hook it up to the sewer. And you're going to pull your black tank. After your black tank's ran for a while, you're going to close our black handle and pull our gray handle. Gray waters are going to be your sinks and your showers. It's going to be clean waters and it's going to clean your sewage hose out. Disconnect your sewage hose, squeeze here, pull this cover off, and conveniently store your sewage hose in your bumper. Nice sanitary place to keep it. Yeah, we thank you for TradeWinds for your purchase. Hope you enjoy this trailer for many years to come. Happy camping. Last thing I wanted to show you is how to winterize your unit. There's an access panel here in the front inside. Cold and hot water. Normal run. Set these to the left and the nose to pull the water from the water tank. To bypass. Turn these both to bypass. No, excuse me, that way is to the water tank. To the left is the bypass. Turn this up for normal use. That'll pull it from the water pump underneath, water tank. Turn it to the left. Turn on your water pump and you can pull your winterized in through here. That's how you winterize your unit.